So we're going to move on now to part C. And part C, let me scroll down a little bit, is one of the trickier problems to do, so I want us to really pay attention to it. It's a between problem, which is actually a little bit dicey because Excel doesn't do between. Excel does left tail, always. That's it. That's all Excel does. So we have to trick it into giving us what we want. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to find less than 240. I know that's not what it's asking for, but bear with me. So the probability of being less than 240 is NORMDIST 240, comma 266, comma 16, comma true. There we go. Now I'm going to do less than 280. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to drag this formula down, and I'm just going to go in here. There it is up on the bar. See the formula bar? I'm just going to change that number to 280 because everything else is the same. Now, neither one of these is the answer we're actually looking for. What we want is between these two numbers. But remember the normal curve. This one's over on the far left, like the left tail. And this one is not so much. It's over on the right-hand side, so I'm shading the left-hand tail all the way over to the left of that. Okay. So this one, if you will, the top number is nested inside this bottom one. So to find the probability I'm looking for, the between probability, oopsie, 280. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the bigger number, 0.809, minus the smaller number, which is in cell B14. Enter. There we go. That's the probability. Boom. By the way, I want you to notice how I can work in this Excel, being this small window, and still see what's going on over here. That's exactly what you should be doing when you're taking your tests, right? Nobody wants to find these probabilities by hand, please, right? You can use Excel rather rapidly just sitting right here. You want to make sure that it's a nice small window so that you can see it. You can always maximize it for a minute if you want to be able to see all the features, and then make it smaller again so that you can see the Internet Explorer window or Firefox or whatever you're using. All right, D. What is the probability that a randomly selected pregnancy lasts more than 280 days? Very similar to what we already found, right? Here we found what proportion of pregnancies last more than 270. It's going to be the same idea here for part D. Oops, I lost that. So let me do myself a favor. I'm going to copy, highlight those cells. I'm going to copy. I'm going to go down here to this cell. I'm going to paste. You can use the copy paste features up here. You can use Control C and Control V. That's what I do. All right, all I have to do is change these numbers to 80. Oopsie, not 28. And this is part D as well. All right, 280. Okay, so I'm going to make this 280, right? So it's NORMDIST 280, so that's doing the less than part. So then the more than 280 is automatically calculated. Look, it already took care of it. It knows that it's 1 minus this number. So once I change this top one, the other one automatically changed as well. Done with that. What is the probability that a randomly selected pregnancy lasts no more than, oh, the English. All right, no more than 245. Okay, what does no more than mean? No more than means not more. So if you're not going to be more than something, then that must mean you're less than 245. Oops, I better put that right up there with it so you don't get confused. So no more than 245 really means less than 245, right? English is always tricky for us in this class. Okay, less than 245, we can do that. That's NORMDIST 245, 266, 16, oopsie, 16, true. There we go. Okay. All right, the last one. A very preterm baby is one whose gestation period is less than 224 days. Is that unusual? Okay, well, I'm going to use the same thing. I want to find the probability. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change it to 224. Yes, that's less than 5%. That's unusual. Yes, less than 5%. All right, we're done with that problem, and we will move on to the next one for the next tutorial.